Welcome to San Academy, Pallikarnai. Happy day, students. So, today we are going to learn Chapter 23 Probability. Okay. So, in everyday's life, we come across statement such as most probably, chances, and doubt, something else, right? So we are learning those kind of words in our daily life, like most probably, chances, I doubts, it's like this, right? So the when we are applying these words, that we are going to see in the upcoming slides. Okay, now it's a time to talk about the probability. So what exactly is probability? Probability is nothing but the chance of occurrence of any event. So this is known as a probability. Now let me give you one example. See, so in the first example, as you see here, you're seeing actually this is looking like a cloudy. Okay, so just you can think that you went out for your school. Now on the midway you suddenly see heavy clouds over there, over on a sky. Okay, so what do you feel? You think that is my train, but we are not sure, right? We are not sure it will rain, right? But you think that at looking at the cloud, it feels there is a chances that is my train, but nobody is sure. But nobody is sure whether it will be a rain or it is not a rain, right? We can't say accurately it will be a rain, right? So it may rain or it may not rain, right? Let us see the next example. So as you see here, this is looking like a cricket ground, right? So most of them are playing. So here I'll be tell you one situation. The batsman is going to hit a ball. The batsman is going to hit a ball. Okay, so we could not say the batsman will take a 4. It could be a 4, it could be a 6, it could be a 2, it could be a out also, right? So we have many chances to take the batsman, right? So if the batman hits a ball, it could be a 6 or it could be a 4, it could be a 2, it could be a 1, or it could be a out also, right? So we have many chances to get the event, right? So in this case we are saying this is a probability. And let me show you the one other example for you. In our day-to-day life we are seeing similarly. Here as you see in the picture, one person is tossing the coin. So when you toss a coin, what happens? What happens, children, when you toss a coin? Yes. So what could be the result? Do you know what could be the result? Yes. So after tossing a coin, you might get a head. You might also get a tail, isn't it, right? So will be get a head or you'll be get a tail. So this is the possibilities you are getting when you toss the coin, right? So do you know exactly what when you get do you know exactly what you're going to get when you toss a coin? No. So it is like 50% chance to might get a head, 50% chance to might get a tail, right? So it is the matter of chance. It is the matter of chance whether you will get a tail or whether you will get a head. So these kind of examples of probability. So as I shown in the previous slides, what is that, like a cricket ground and the cloudy, that the situation of cloudy, that rainy. So these are all the things may have a chance. Actually when I talk about the clouds, no, it may rain or it may not rain. So that's a chance, right? And like that for what is that, tossing. When you're tossing the coin, it may get a head or it may get a tail. So in this case we are saying most probably, chances. So these are all the words we are applying for the probability. So now I hope you understood what exactly the probability is. And let us moving to the probability statement which they have given, exact statement which they have given in our book. Okay, so the words most probability, changes, doubts, etc. show uncertainty or probability of occurrence of an event. In any event you are getting the possibilities, no, you are getting the possibilities, that we are saying that's a probability. Let us moving to the Next slide. So we have some terms related to the probability. So we have experiment, random experiment. Okay, so first let us look at the random experiment. First let me clearly explain you what is random experiment. Okay, random experiment is nothing but we are able to we are so we know what is the possibilities, what is the possible outcome it is going to come when you do any experiment, when you do any activity. We are going to we come to know what are all the possibilities, right? But we can't predict the outcome in advance. So we can't say only this is the thing is going to come. So we can't predict the outcome in advance, but we know these are all the possibilities are we know these are all the possibilities are going to come, but we doesn't know, but we can't predict the outcome in the advance. That is the random experiment. Now let me show the random experiment examples, that small examples. Okay, so the first thing, so as you see here, so we are going to toss a coin. So in this case, when you toss a coin, so before itself we can't predict only only the head is going to come, only the tail is going to come. We can't predict in advance, but we know the possibilities whether it is either it is a head or either it is a tail. So this is what we are saying, it's a random experiment. Okay, like a dice also. So when we are throwing the dice, so we are getting how many possibilities when we throw the dice? Yes, exactly, it's a 6 possibilities, because no the dice having, we know that in a dice having a cube shape, a dice having a solid cube shape, it has a 6 faces which is in a square in shape, right? So we mark these faces are 1 2 3 4 5 6 respectively. Okay, so let us throw a dice and let it fall freely on the ground, so resting out on its the face. So we are saying if we throw the dice, we are getting the possibilities, 6 possibilities we are getting, that is 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, but we can't predict before we are throwing the dice, we can't predict only 5 is going to come, only 6 is going to come, we can't predict like that. But we know that either it's a 1, either it's a 2, either it's a 4 5 6, only these 6 possibilities it will be coming when we are throwing the dice, right? So this is the other example for random experiment. Let us moving to the playing cards. So in the playing cards, so we play something with the playing cards. Now we are going to take out any one of the playing card in the bunches of the cards. Okay, so if you are taking, we can't predict, right? Only these number are going to come, we can't predict, but we know that. So these are all the possibilities. When we talk about the cards, we have a 52 cards. So in 52 cards, in a different colors of cards and different shapes of a cards, right? So but we can't predict in advance what the number is going to come, but we know that the possibilities, right? So these are all the saying of the random experiment. And let us move to the next one. This is outcome. Outcome means it's nothing. So when we do any experiment, what is that outcome you are going to get? That is the outcome. So when we do any experiment, we will be getting one outcome, right? So that is the outcome over there. A possible result of a random experiment is called its outcome. So whichever it's a, if you are doing any experiment, you are getting outcome. So for example, I already told you, if when you toss the coin, you will be get a head, you will be get a head, or you will be get a tail. So these are the two possibilities. So we are referring that is H comma T, head or tail. And when you throw the dice, you will be getting a 1, or you'll be getting a 2, or you'll be getting a 3, or you'll be getting a 4 or 5 or 6. So these are all the possibilities only when we throw the dice. So these are all the possibilities only when we toss the coin. Only head and tail is the possibilities. Okay, I hope you clear what is a random experiment, what is outcome, everything. And let us move to the next slide, children. And this is very important. So as you see in the previous slides and all, it is the basics of the probability. Now let us coming to the chapter. So what we are having in our book. Okay, now it's an empirical probability. So instead of empirical probability, we can say that's experiment probability also. Okay, so we know that the meaning of the experiment, everything. So what they have given in our book, empirical probability is determined by how often an event has been observed to occur. No, it's nothing. When we are doing any activity, when we are doing any experiment, how many times we are getting, what is that exactly we are getting, what is that outcome we are getting, that we are saying it's a empirical probability. Suppose we make n trials of an experiment. We are doing one experiment, so we are doing many trials, and we are getting many observations, right? We are getting many observations. When you do the trial, you will get an observation, right? Like that here, suppose we make n trials of an observation experiment, then the probability of the occurrence of an event T. So we have to give here, it's a capital E is a defined as, okay. So here the empirical probability is equal to of success. So when you are doing a trial, when you are doing a 10 times of trial, okay, so you'll be getting a 5 heads, you will be getting a 5 tails. So that is the success by trials. So let me show the next one more example over there. Experimental probability. So we know that experimental probability is the found by repeating an experiment and observing the outcomes. So 10 times you are repeating the experiment. For example, no, I'll be giving the examples over there. A coin is tossed 10 times. A coin is tossed 10 times. A coin is tossed 10 times means you will be getting a 10 observation. You will be getting a 10 observation. So a head is recorded 7 times. When we are tossing the coin, the head occurs 7 times. When we are tossing the coin, tail occurs 3 times. So how can we write the probability of head, probability of tail? So P of head is equal to 7 by 10 because the overall the total number of trials is a 10 because we tossed the coin is a 10 times, okay. That's total number of trials is a 10. Out of 10 we got 7 head. Out of 10 we got 7 head. So we are writing the probability of head is equal to 7 by 10. So like that, for similarly it is for tail also. So P of tail is equal to, so totally he tossed 10. Totally he tossed 10. 7 times he got a head, and what is the tail? 10 minus 7 is a 3. So 3 times, absolutely 3 times he got a tail, right? So we have to write 3 by 10. Out of 10 he got only 3 times tail. So we can write 3 by 10. So this is the main part in our book, children. I hope you understood the experimental probability well. So thank you, children. Thank you for watching this video. So I hope you all understood the probability. Thank you once again.